2025 for Marvel and their movie slate is looking pretty promising, with now we kick things off with Captain America Brave New World, or better yet known as Captain America 4. This is the fourth Captain America movie in the franchise, and man, a lot of controversy. I wouldn't say controversy, I would really say it's a lot of just silliness surrounding this movie. A lot of people not liking the fact that Captain America is now black. There's definitely going to be those people. Some people have some justifiable reasons. Other people, it's more racial. It is what it is. Marvel as a whole, the MCU, has been kind of off and on for a lot of people. Everything going on with Jonathan Majors completely turned their plans upside down, and now they have to bring in Robert Downey Jr. for Doomsday and Secret Wars. Now there's rumors that they're going to bring back Jonathan Majors. I have no idea. My thing is, just before I get into my thoughts about this movie, I feel like we get too much information about these comic book movies. People talk about leaks like we've seen the movie. I feel like it's better to just go into a movie not knowing what's going to happen, so you can have some type of expectations, for yourself. That's just my 2 cents about it. I think that's a big thing that's kind of ruining just movie talk in general, where it's just like, man, we can't just be surprised about certain things. Well, there is one surprise that I won't spoil in this review. I want people to go check that out, and they'll probably guess what it is. But this is Sam Wilson's movie. This is his first movie donning the Captain America name. And is he worthy of that shield? And I really like what Anthony Mackie brought to this movie, and also his character, and why I am excited to kind of see him now lead the Avengers in the future. Because in this movie, I really enjoyed the camaraderie between him and Isaiah. Like, they have this, this bond. They didn't just completely forget about it after Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really enjoyed that. And now he has not only his own sidekick, or his own, right-hand man, Joaquin. And Joaquin is actually a pretty nice addition in this movie. Like, he adds a lot of just comedic relief, and I think he bounces off really well with Mackie in this, and him learning the ropes, him wanting to just take up that name of the Falcon, but just making it his own. Same thing with Sam. He's dealing with just the fact that he wants Isaiah to be revered as an American hero, and here he brings him to the White House. He's there to kind of make a deal, or just kind of see where Thaddeus Ross is kind of coming from, because now Thaddeus Ross is going from being a general now to the president, and there's a lot of things kind of going on. So once they get invited to the president's, the White House, I should say, that's where things start to get kind of interesting, as he has Isaiah there. It's a moment. He wants that moment for Isaiah. He wants to just do right by him. So as this is kind of going on, Ross is giving this whole presentation about adamantium, the new metal, and this is the first introduction of it into the MCU, and finally kind of bringing in that whole celestial coming out of the earth in Eternals. I was kind of worried, like, how they're going to just, like, explain it, but I like the explanation that Ross wants to use this for weapons, medicine, and a bunch of other things. They don't want to rely on Wakanda, but there's this kind of, like, arms race for this island. You got Japan, France, and India, but it's mostly a conflict between America and Japan for this island and stuff, and that kind of plays out. But what's going on behind the scenes is somebody's pulling the strings, because at this whole meeting or this presentation, Isaiah ends up, bucking up and just starts shooting at the president. And for some odd reason, he's not in control of his own body until it's too late, and now he's being locked up again, facing the death penalty. And Sam wants to clear his name and also find out who's behind this, and who's behind this is the leader. And the leader also wants to get his revenge on Ross for, pretty much using him, manipulating him, and he's just turning him into a monster like he did him. So I really like the actual villain in this. It's very reminiscent of Zemo in Civil War, but this guy, the leader, he uses mind control to get people to do his bidding, and he's really effective. Like, he's killing people, he's getting people out of here. There's a lot of stakes in this movie, I would say, as well, which I like. And I also like that they kind of do a better balance of comedy and seriousness. Like, they know when to be funny and when to crack a joke, and they know when to kind of dial it back and get serious. You know what I'm saying? And I really like that. I really like that this is really Sam's movie, even though you have a lot of Thaddeus Ross's story in this as well. It's his movie, but more so him coming into Captain America, people really liking him, respecting him, what it means to carry that shield. And Ross is dealing with a different type of kind of power struggle, where not only is he the president, he's trying to lock down this treaty so they can be in control of the adamantium, and also make things right between him and Betty, and which I really like. It gives him a more human story, a more emotional kind of attachment for people. It might work for some people, it might not, but I think Harrison Ford does a pretty good job as Thaddeus Ross, because the previous actor passed away and they had to recast. Now they should do the same thing with T'Challa, recast T'Challa, and we can get things kind of going with that. That aside, overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I think it has some really dope action sequences, like just seeing Sam using his tech with the shield and his already skills in hand-to-hand combat just kind of elevates him. And it also kind of shows you that he's still human, because he can still get fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Even though he is a really well-skilled soldier and stuff like that, he can still take some damage and take some bruises here and there. Carlos Gene Esposito does a really good job. I think he would be a good rival for Sam. He plays Sidewinder. He's kind of like another third-party type of villain in this. I like him as well. He's very direct. He's very menacing, like he always is in any type of villain role that you put Giancarlo Esposito in. He does a good job. Anyways, this movie is solid. It's solid, man. I was entertained. I like that it kept the groundedness of just the Captain America movies. They're meant to be these spy thriller, political thriller type of movies, even though some people might say this is more of a Hulk movie. I don't really see it that way. It does have a lot of Hulk villains, but like I said, it's still Sam's movie. It's a good self-contained movie where it doesn't have to feel like, oh, this is the Avengers movie. I will say though, they aren't slick, because he does have his Falcon. He does get his Natasha, which I could see a lot of people making memes and making fun of that actress, but I think she did a solid job as well in this. I've seen her in a few things. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but yeah, definitely go check this movie out. Let me know your thoughts. Did it exceed your expectations, or do you just not care about this, or did it do nothing for you? Was it still disappointing? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.